Hey guys, it's Viewmasters Reactions, and we're back with Season 2, Episode 2, The Legend of Vox Machina. I changed my shirt because I edited. It took me about an hour and a half to edit Episode 1. I wanted to try to get it perfect. I always like to get the first one really good, and then the second and third, it's not like I slack off and I make it look like crap, but I really try on the first one. In case the storyline isn't clear, you could kind of follow along. It's not just a bunch of clipped out things that look amazing, even though that's kind of what it ends up being. I saw people were already commenting in the first video. I saw Amelia saying that the episodes drop at 7 p.m. My sister was saying yesterday and the day before, maybe even beyond that, don't you remember? It's England time. And I'm like, yeah, which was like 7. But everywhere I looked said midnight. I should have just jumped on at 7. I thought jumping on at 8 would have given me a head start. Luckily, I tried to get on early anyway, so I only missed it by about an hour and 15 minutes. I think I got on at like 8:15, and it came out at 7 p.m., so not too bad. I already got episode 1 edited up. It's not even 10:30 yet, so we're doing good. I'll have both of these watched before midnight. I throw them up right on Patreon, full unedited. Episode 1's already up there, and then I'm going to edit these two up. But Patreon gets them first. All of Season 1 is up on Patreon. I just realized when I went back to look and put the first one up of this season, my last 2 episodes of Season 1 have been blocked. I didn't notice. I don't even know how many others. I saw episodes 9 and 10 there. 11 and 12 were blocked, but I didn't look before that. So I got to go back and check. I might have to re-edit Season 1, but I know for a fact they're all up on Patreon. Last we saw, Sovereign Uriel died. I know I called him King. I apologize. He's Sovereign Uriel. Kyrie, the voice, Ezekiel, if you didn't know from The Walking Dead, voiced him. He's dead. Now we have some green-eyed child that looks really angry at Grog. I don't know what that was about. The eyes reminded me of Keyleth. I don't know what that was. Vax saw some weird entity or a giant person. I don't know what it was, but it looked like very ghostly. Honestly, it looked kind of like Yasha in a different form. I don't know. For some reason, I guess because it was like gray and white and black, dark colors, it reminded me of Yasha. If you guys didn't know, we're watching Campaign 2 on the channel every week. There are like 4 or 5 videos for every episode that come out. We do it every other day almost. Check that out. But what was that all about? 4 dragons just decimated Tal'dorei. We have a king that is voiced by Lance Reddick named Thordak. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's Thordak, Thordak, and they pretty much turned Tal'dorei into what looked like Escape from the Bloodkeep. If you go look at that image, it looked like hell on earth, and Keyleth, I think, said specifically that. Well, it's not Earth, it's Exandria. But we went to our little escape place. That got destroyed. We teleported to Whitestone. We saw Yenin. We saw Cassandra. I kept forgetting her name. Percy's sister. I kept calling her Percy's sister. We saw Cassandra. Gilmore almost died too. We healed Gilmore up. Thank God Pike was there. He looked pretty frigged up. His leg was missing and it's bad stuff. Percy also got melted by acid saving Vax. I feel like that was around the time he saw the image of the thing. That thing has got me most curious. That and the child with the green eyes. As funny as it is, the dragons are awesome and I'm loving it and I know they'll entertain me. But I already understand they're giant deadly dragons. What are they is still a question. The Chroma Conclave, I mean, there's something going on with that. But I don't know what it is. Something about that ghostly image that Vax saw and the green-eyed child. I love mysteries and I feel like that is like super mysterious. Either way, let's jump in. I talked way too much already. If you guys want to see more of what I do, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons out of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you'll only see on Patreon. The link is at the end. Dozens of shows you'll never see on YouTube. I just don't have time to edit it all. If the link doesn't work, it's in the description of every video. You could go right now, click it. There are hundreds of shows, hundreds of movies. We just started Peaky Blinders, Person of Interest, Doctor Who. These will be up in full as soon as I'm done, and there is an exclusive episode of Campaign 2 every week. Check it out. If not, Season 2, Episode 2, The Legend of Vox Machina.
It worked!
It worked.
I can't believe
and
it.
look what we got.
Worked.
We got a Kiri here. Oh, this was the clip we saw.
Thanks, I hope she catches us.
Save our asses with some butt stuff!
Save our asses with some butt stuff. And Trinket is with us. I love it. He's inside an
That
ass.
was not my fault.
Oh, we're in Vasselheim.
Vasselheim.
Vasselheim. Wasn't that from Calamity?
Remember,
I have a good feeling about this place, Percy. Don't worry.
I am Lord Percival Frederickstein von Musil-Koloski de Rollo III.
You're holding up the law.
I'm used to Caduceus.
Why,
Cheers,
Lord
everybody.
Marshals, go to the Platinum
Callisto, Warrior
Sanctuary and
Queen,
find him yourself.
And Amelia,
Now good
first
day.
in the comments.
Oh,
Bidet.
yes, we know.
Bidet. I forget if you guys ever told me where the origination was. Vasselheim looks pretty sweet, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, but
Tourist.
The Wild Mother? The Stormlord?
Tabaxi. Was that a Tabaxi?
These are priests. This is a temple. Oh, who's standing right in front of you? Yeah, me, a holy person.
Yasha in Campaign 2, so different from Pike, but I love it.
I am Highbearer Vord. The Platinum Sanctuary will hear your business.
Hey!
there.
That was from
Apprentice
Campaign
vision.
2, she did a voice. Somali, was it?
You have the strongest city in the world.
It is our isolation.
Our
This
most
city has
powerful
stood for
weapon is we
millennia by
hide.
keeping the-
You're a bunch of fools.
think you mean bidet.
Bidet. What is it? What is it? What is
They
it?
saw the Chroma Conclave and they didn't even care.
You need the Slayer's take.
Interesting.
Absolutely not.
Ask to speak to their patron. Forget you ever met me.
I have an old friend on the inside. Zara?
Friend is a generous term.
Get some yum yum in my tum tum.
Why do I feel like that's going to lead to a problem? Look at the heads in this place.
Remember, no one in the Slayer's take is to be trusted.
Oh, look, he got 12,000
Oh,
gold.
that's
We're going to have to fight the whole bar. And okay, look at this dude. Try to see the other wanted posters.
Grog?
Grog. Oh yeah, Grog went to eat. Grog went to eat. Grog isn't in trouble. Grog is just farting and drinking over here.
Save the world.
Oh, what is this? A coliseum?
Sorry to wake you. I'll
You
just-
seek answers, Grog Strongjaw, Earthbreaker Groom.
Earth.
Anyone
Breaker
entering the
Groom.
Storm Lord's ring seeks something.
We gonna get trained to be more powerful barbarian?
You got the wrong guy.
Jacked
Let's get ugly,
old man.
Grandpa.
Yeah, great. He looks like an old man, but that dude is pretty jacked up.
If
Band
you know
of
what I mean.
Insanity. I
I'm
like
Vex.
it. Oh.
Visitors.
Okay.
Oh,
What is
I
she?
know. When you ditched us to poach my monster and steal the take's reward. No one sees her. Especially not someone who owes the
I'm very
take.
intrigued.
I'm gonna put her in my pocket.
I just want to put her in my
She's so
pocket.
cute.
Oh God. Whatever
With
you want.
interest.
Yeah. Whatever you want. Oh, this is, no, not this though.
Not sure I want to know what that was.
What? What?
Where does your strength come from?
Where's it come from, Grog? That was a cool shot. I like how they did that. What is all over the pillars? Whatever it is.
Don't those usually, come back?
Weapons are useless here. I was stewed.
What the Oh my God, it's a sphinx. Is that a sphinx?
Chosen of the knowing mistress.
I didn't realize they
Oh my
still
God, it reminds me
existed.
of Neverending Story.
We
The
humbly seek
Southern
your aid.
Oracle. It's
You
like
know of the
creepy as
dragons?
shit. Yeah, we're all splitting.
Ah, the twins.
A alliance that proves your frailty.
This dude just grabbed the sword blade of a dark weapon and like ate it.
What have we done?
Trying to get in our heads.
Yeah.
Hopeless, holy war.
I was gonna say, you think?
I know I can be
Scanlan,
kind of
yeah,
annoying.
Scalen's all about
No one
beating
cares about
himself
you.
up.
I'm no different.
My heart. That's my real strength.
Listen to Grog.
Wrong.
Jesus. I thought that was pretty
Paralyzed by
admirable for
fear.
Grog to realize.
How do you expect to save the world if you can't even save yourself?
Don't give up. Never surrender.
Fuck dignity.
Pike
Someone
might be my
listens.
favorite. I love that, how Pike is just so ballsy.
Don't care if I die. None of us do. But we're not leaving.
The will to give everything.
All this is at the bottom of the Slayer's take.
Seeking the path to true strength is the first step.
Cool. Good talk.
Yeah, poor Grog. The vestiges of diversion.
In the great calamity, the vestiges were scattered across the land.
Deathwalker's War.
The matron of Ravens' own
Matron of
armor
Ravens.
lies entombed by a lake
Matron of
to the
Ravens.
west. Find this
This
one
is handled
and
very
bring it to my
amazingly,
lake.
by the way.
As the knowing mistress heals in exile to protect her sacred wisdom, we must remain apart. Use these vestiges against the dragons. You must not fail.
Why, thank you.
Thank
I
you.
nodded just like them, and I thanked
Won't
her.
let you down.
You're alive?
No big. Osisa asked us to find something for her.
She seems kind of cool. I don't know exactly what she is. I'll call her Z.
Step 1, find the vestiges. Step 2, kill some dragons. Step 3,
Profit?
Grog is...
What happened to you?
Oh, an old man beat me up.
What's this all about? I see a shop.
Wasn't sure I'd find a black powder dealer here in Vasselheim.
Tell me he doesn't look like Boomy, and he even
It's
said
only
Boomin.
coffee.
Do you recall what this other customer looked like?
One hand.
Oh, God. Ripley.
Something wrong?
I just got chills on that one. Victor, get that shit. Oh, my God, Victor. That was sad. All right, guys, there we go with episode 2 of season 2. At the end there, tell me Victor didn't look like Boomy. I think I'm thinking of the right person. From Avatar, the Airbender. That looked like Boomy, and he even turned around and went, boom! I know he's dealing with black powder, but I feel like that was way too much of a coincidence, unless I'm just thinking of something else and it just coincidentally worked out that way. Either way, he just blew up at the end. He knocked over a lantern and blew up his I mean, we heard an explosion. I guess Victor is dead, poor Victor. But either way, whether he's alive or not, Ripley is alive. We find out a one-armed woman, Ripley, the Sigourney Weaver, Ripley from Alien, Ripley's alive. That's amazing. I feel like we talked about it, or I said we never saw her die. I don't remember if it was confirmed or not, or we talked about it that it was, I don't know. You guys probably didn't tell me, or it was probably something I wasn't supposed to know. I felt she might have been alive. I just can't remember specifically how it went down at the end. Either way, that's cool. We're all together, minus Grog. Grog is fighting Groon. Some dude named Groon looks like someone straight out of Street Fighter, grandpa old man fighter dude that beats the living crap out of him, basically. I thought Grog was smart enough to figure it out and was like, yeah, I gotta use my heart. And then the guy's like, wrong, throws his head right into a wall. Grog, I understand Grog could take some serious damage. And all he really cared for after all that beating was a drink, so hey, whatever. Everybody else was thrown, or let's start from the beginning. They went to the Slayer's Take, this little gnome dude, because they went to the council. I'm like going so far ahead because so much happens in 20 minutes. The Council of People, first off, I feel like her name was Somali. It was a guest in Campaign 2. Her voice, if not someone very similar, was voicing the leader of this little council. They were like, yep, we don't need you. We could hide here in Vasselheim. We're good. It's one of those typical things. I feel like it happened in Lord of the Rings and many other fantasy type realms where they're like, we don't have to fight with you because we're good. If shit comes our way, we'll fight it. We could hide. We're good. Don't worry about it. And then you wait till everyone else is dead and then you get taken down very easily. So I think they're very dumb for not helping Vox Machina. But the woman, Somali, I believe the voice is of, she says, take off, leave. The little gnome guy comes out and says, go to the Slayer's Take. We find out Z, I don't remember the pronunciation of her actual name, but it was with the letter Z. She looks awesome, almost like a tiefling. I don't know, something like snakish looking body, because she had a tail. And it looked like kind of like a king cobra with the way her hair was done. I don't know for sure, but it looked like very snakish. She was cool. I dug her. She knew Vex and Vax, there's a warrant out, a reward of 12,000, because they stole the head of a Hydra that they were supposed to give to her. There was a place missing on the wall where they could put it up. But that doesn't matter because they are dropped into a pit with Osisa? Osisa? I don't know how. It was O-S-Y-S-A. Osisa. Osisa? Either way, it is a giant creepy looking sphinx, reminded me of the Neverending Story. It changes its size, it felt like, often, and was way bigger than us. Creepy, devious, but helps us on our way, tells us what we got to do. And we also were being like trained or trialed or tested like Grog, but in a different way. And we find out what we got to do, basically. We reconvene with Grog. And then Percy goes to the shop, finds out about Ripley. I want to see the final of the 3 episodes. You guys, let me know what you think so far. I'm going to edit this up with episode 3, but I'm going to watch 3 first. You guys want to see more of what I do? Full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons out of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. The link is in front of me. If the link doesn't work, which it probably won't, it's because of monetization problems. You got to go in the description below. Click the link down there. There are all these episodes up in full unedited, all of season 1 unedited. Every episode of Campaign 2 has a Patreon hour exclusive, and there are hundreds of movies and other shows, Doctor Who, Person of Interest. We just started Peaky Blinders. Go check it out over there, Patreon. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!